So that actually, it'll save locally. Okay.
Cool.
Whenever you're ready, you can hit the intro music. Hey everyone, welcome to Stuck in Beta. My name is Greg. With me is Josh. And Josh, how you doing, guys?
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, everyone else.
Hey everyone else. Is there anyone else? I don't know.
Say hi in the chat room
There's
if you're
people
out
out there.
I see Mike. Looks like Dan Bachesta joined at one time.
and
Hey, Dan.
Let's see if he's still there. So, man, this since last time we met.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to call me out this early.
No, me.
I got my weather forecast wrong.
Oh, you did.
Didn't I say 4 inches?
He underperformed.
I did.
You know what?
I have
though?
that problem.
The weather people kind of overperform because they were saying 10 to 11 when it was said and done, and it was what we have out here.
I'd say we had a good 8.
Close to 8, 9, yeah.
I think it was.
Greg, show us half that.
I think further north, there was a little bit more snow, but they said, oh, and there'll be another system this weekend where we'll get another additional 9 inches, and that never really came.
Oh, really?
I never heard that. I
I
heard the 2 or 3.
It was on the news. I was frantic.
You were watching
because,
fake news.
Yeah. I just watched
watching Channel 11.
I just watched a
KPLR.
I was just watching.
They're owned by Channel 2, so I trust. But
okay.
I trust Channel 2, so therefore I trust Channel 11.
Okay.
I was just listening to a dope on the internet. So I don't know.
Was it that guy? What's his name? Oh,
I'm just
continue
making up
talking.
stuff.
Oh.
It was a joke at you.
No, I'm not on the internet.
Oh, we're not.
I don't do forecasts. It was this. Have you heard? So can we talk about this weekend?
Well, let me before you go into that. I was going to say, my roof, my back patio. It's that.
Yeah, my father-in-law's got the same thing, and he's got a problem.
So I was scared. I had 7-8 inches on there.
Ooh, it's hot down here.
So I was concerned because they were like, oh, there's going to be more snow coming in. And I'm like, I don't know how much weight this thing can hold because it was a wet, heavy snow. It was good snowman making snow.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But
hard shoveling snow.
So I'm on a roof. Well, I can't get on the roof because you stand on it. You go right through it because it's not meant for that.
Oh, and it's a relatively low slope, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost no slope.
Right.
So I got like a big old shop broom, and I'm sweeping so I get all around, about six feet around 3 of the sides, and then the middle, I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? So I tie a rope to my broom, and I like toss it into that center, and then pull it.
I wish we had video.
Yeah,
so
this should have been filmed.
So anyway, I was able to get the whole roof clean.
I wonder if you would have turned your barbecue pit on and turned your the Bruin propane setup we have.
I don't think it would have.
If it would have melted
quick.
it.
I mean, that's an idea that I had, but I'm also like, well, what if I do that and it just, it slowly melts, but I'm not going to be out here all day doing that, and then it just turns into
ice.
A solid brick of ice on there. So.
Yeah. So we have another storm coming.
Another storm coming. Man, what's going on? I can't.
I tried
read that
the vanilla
name.
bean stout.
So that's from
I thought
Kim
it was
Smith.
Good, but might be too girly.
Too girly.
Is that
wow?
No, it's not girly, Kim.
No,
Actually, I think it'll put hair on your chest.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
It's pretty heavy bourbon flavor heat-wise.
We were drinking a vanilla bean stout from Avery before the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
Barrel
it.
aged.
I definitely wouldn't call it girly.
No.
I like it, but I like bourbon. These two don't really care for bourbon.
No, I'm okay with bourbon, but
So that snowstorm was pretty amazing, really, because I thought it was over, and I wasn't really like on watching the weather over and over again. I thought the system was supposed to come in and then be pretty much wrapped up by Saturday afternoon.
Saturday night.
And then it started raining, and I thought we were done.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I look out around, 9 o'clock, and there's a plow going through my cul-de-sac again. I'm like, what the heck? I thought he already cleared. There's another 3 inches.
Yeah.
These flakes were coming down.
Hamster flakes.
Yeah.
Big old hamster flakes.
Dave Murray hamster flakes right there.
They were huge.
They were huge. So we were out in it. We were at my in-laws all weekend because it was Christmas, because we did Christmas.
It wasn't Christmas.
No,
We had a
weekend.
white Christmas last weekend
okay.
at my in-laws' house.
Yeah.
It was the only weekend that everybody could get together. And
You're
we
waiting for
did
snow.
Christmas.
I see.
Right.
Yeah,
that's how
a
you
good
should
idea,
do it,
yeah.
actually.
Oh.
What
So-
if it never snows?
Friday,
Do you bank up
you
Christmases?
skip Christmas that year. They made a movie about that. Friday night, when it was starting to snow, we headed to Hillsboro. We stayed about 2 hours. We drove home. That was an interesting drive. Thankfully we got behind a snowplow. I told Annette, I said, if I wasn't behind this snowplow and following him, I wouldn't have been able to know where the hell the road was. I mean, it was that covered. There were several inches on the road, and that snowplow, thankfully, was leading us home. And then Saturday, we went over there about midday and then came home. It was after dark. And you're right, those snowflakes Saturday night were
impressive.
massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
Man.
I couldn't believe all the people who got stuck in traffic
Friday
Friday
Oh,
night.
like
Yeah.
11 hours.
There were
Yeah,
so many
that's
people
crazy.
at my work that were reluctant to leave. Like
Really?
Why?
I left at 12:30. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I got home, no issues whatsoever. Then
Yeah,
there was-
because it started snowing about 1.
in the city, I might have been later than that.
it?
Around our southern part here, it was earlier.
In Georgia, where we were filming this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of the folks that I work with, I'm like, go home, and then come to find out,
you're
I go back.
dismissed. Leave.
Yeah, come back, and they're like, well, made a mistake of sticking around because it wasn't really that bad here, and it took me 4 hours to get home. I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez.
No.
Why?
It's not worth
thank
it.
you.
Yeah, no one wants you to stay here
Did you work-
longer and get.
Did you work from home?
So yeah, well, I had no choice really because Thursday night my car decided to die. I pulled into a
that's
restaurant
right.
parking lot, got it towed to a shop. So we only had the van. So I had to take Molly to work on Friday. So I came back home, did my work, and then Molly got dismissed early. So I went up around 1:30 to pick her up. And
Shoot, she could have rode home with Annette.
well, it was actually good. So I went up there, and literally the shop called while I was up there. So I was able to stop by, get my car, and get it home.
Oh.
So it was fixed at the,
Is your car running like a new car?
so far. So I found out that I guess I didn't really listen to what the guy said because he fixed my hard start that I had. That was horrible. But I thought he fixed this coil, but what he did, he switched 2 coils, C and D, and it was just so he could test to see if that was really the problem. So I kept having coil C as an error code. Well, now I was getting coil D, so he knew that wasn't the issue. This time my alternator went out.
No, jeez.
So, 10-year-old car, things
You're gonna
start
have
to
problems. Yeah.
things start to go out.
Better than a car payment, though.
But you know
Yeah.
what? So you did you? Well, you didn't stay in at all. You said you
No,
were,
we were out in it.
I didn't leave the house until Monday.
Sexy time.
Man, we left Sunday to go to Main and Mill, but Saturday I had a lot of fun. We got this game on the Wii U.
You have the Wii U.
The Switch, which is a port from the Wii U. Actually, it's Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Was that the new one?
It just came out on the 11th, which it was on the Wii U, and they kind of ported it over. So I just downloaded it. What's nice about newer systems and all that, you don't really need a physical cartridge. You can
Just
or
download.
disc.
Yeah.
You can download
Is it part of the subscription service for Nintendo's online piece?
No,
or
it's
you have to pay for it?
no. I had to pay for it, but I had a $20 gift card,
So it made it $60.
it made it $40.
Jesus.
But it's a lot of fun. It's just a side-scrolling Mario game, and 2 people can play at once. And
really?
You're both on the screen at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's
Who's she?
Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadette. Those are the 4 you can pick from.
Toadette.
Yeah. And Molly was Toadette, and I was Toad. I don't know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Cute.
We kept yelling at each other because, stop it, you're knocking me off the screen and stuff like that. It was actually fun. We don't usually do a lot of video games. That's our extent of video games, really.
So you put Millie down for a nap and played video games.
Well, this was after she went to bed.
Best time.
Yeah.
Best time.
Yep.
So, you guys do anything fun while you're snowed in?
I just watched that show, 24 Hours.
Hell and Back.
Oh, Hell and Back.
That
Yeah.
Chef Ramsay. I guess it's his new show, right? Because it comes on.
That's his newer one, yeah.
I think
It's
it's
the second season.
currently showing. That's a good show.
Yeah.
But it's similar to like not Hell's
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah.
But they changed it where it's a 24-hour thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And it kind of reminds me that I don't know, you probably never saw the Restaurant Impossible. It was that Richard Irvine chef, that big old Australian.
Yeah.
I think he's Australian, right?
Maybe.
Big
Yeah.
guy, and he would go into restaurants, do basically the same thing, but he had more of a time limit and he had more of budgets. They never talk budgets when remodeling these places.
Right, yeah.
I guess the Food Network never gave the Chef Irvine the amount of money that Fox does.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I wonder who pays for all that. I mean, I guess they just get
Advertisers.
sponsors, advertisers, and everything.
Oh,
Man, that's
yeah.
a lot. That has to cost a fortune.
Just to get your
Ramsey's making money hand over fist.
Well, I know he is, but he's not paying for all that.
No.
If it's a certain appliance, they make sure to get that logo on the screen.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Say, oh, we gave you new Vitamix blenders, or stuff
Right.
like that.
But I'm just always skeptical of like how long is it really taking only 24 hours? Are they really holding to that time limit?
That stuff I would think so, because I think you would have people ratting them out on social media.
Well,
Yeah, I
and he
guess.
always says, call your family. You're not
Yeah.
going home.
I know, so they've worked a shift already because it's
You
usually
know,
like dinner time.
I
So
can
they've been there
When he
poten-
shuts it down, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like, son of a bitch.
So they've potentially been there. Like if you're the owner of a restaurant, you're there in the morning. You're there first thing, and then you're probably
None of
leaving-
these owners.
Wow.
They're usually, what's happening?
Yeah. Gordon
I
Ramsay
just showed up.
Yeah, but then they work 24 hours. Then it goes right immediately into dinner time again. So they pick up right where they left off, and they bring in the exact same customer base.
Oh,
Or,
interesting.
the customers are in the store. He tells them to get out and come back tomorrow.
And I don't really understand though, because obviously when you're tired, when you've been awake that long,
Yeah.
you're gonna make mistakes.
Well, yeah, we've made stupid decisions working late at work before.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, could you then when they're like, okay,
Right.
we're going for the grand reopening.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
you have no sleep and you're making, this is raw. Why
Right.
is this raw? Well, I haven't had
I haven't
been
slept
awake
in 40 hours. so-
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a
It's a good show, but yeah, there's just a lot of all of them are the same way. Those drama scenes, but
yeah. They say
we
he is the most friendliest guy you'd ever
Really?
meet, though. Like when
Well,
we were at his restaurant in Vegas, one of them. He's got like 4 or 5 out there now, but we asked if Ramsey, if he came. He goes, "Oh, he was just here last week," and we're like, "Is he like that persona on TV where he's yelling?" They're like, "No, he is the friendliest guy you'll ever meet. He like talks to all everyone in here. He will like shake their hand and talk to them, and he's really warm and inviting person. He's like that persona he does on the show is just
a persona.
a persona on the show.
Interesting.
Especially Hell's Kitchen. He's really bad
Yeah.
on that show.
I don't know if I've seen that one so much.
Oh, that's a good one. That's been on. God, how many seasons has that been on?
I don't know, but that's a competition show.
Yeah.
Or
Like not like Master Chef, but I mean Master Chef's another competition show.
Man. So you were talking about, I guess you posted on
Who are you pointing
Facebook.
Well, they're both Josh.
Josh B.
Josh B.
I'm Josh A.
So you're talking about a record player coming into your household.
Yeah, it just showed up. Yeah, it was on the street.
Just like you're like,
made the
what
mistake
is
of
this?
feeding it once and it didn't leave.
Yeah. So how'd that? You got that? Jackson got that for Christmas.
Jackson received that as a gift. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. So
it's kind of funny when you think about it. Like I remember receiving a record player whenever I was a little bit younger than Jackson.
Yeah.
But it was probably to play the books on
the current tunes of the day.
See,
they came on records.
No, you guys must be way older than me.
Oh, okay.
I had a record player, but
like
I never
year
had
older than you.
I never had music on the record player. It was always the books on record, or I remember spooky haunted mansion sound effect thing on record.
Oh, I remember that album. That was
something else. A couple Disney book. We were going through records at my in-laws' house, and they had Star Wars, like these old page turner books, read along books, but they were Star Wars books, and it was read along with the record.
I had a lot of those.
When you hear this sound, boom, 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 turn the page.
Right. Yeah. That's what I remember on my record player. I don't ever remember having music on records.
I got a Fisher-Price record player that I still have. And
The one with the plastic records that...
No. It was a real record player.
Oh, okay.
It was real great.
Yeah, come on. It has one single speaker in it, built in to it. I've looked it up recently, and it's really not worth anything. I think there's quite a bit of them out there. But I got it probably when I was about 5 years old. And I remember my grandparents got me 2 music records.
Music records.
Beatles and John Denver.
These were your first two albums?
First 2 albums. They were music records, big at the time, late or early 80s.
Michael Jackson.
Country singers.
Oh, Reba.
No.
Kenny Rogers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Willie?
No. The other one's a female.
Oh. Female in the 80s. Dolly Parton.
Yep.
Oh.
Dolly Parton.
Kenny,
and
the only other
Kenny
woman
and
in
Dolly.
country music. Yeah.
I was going to say maybe the Judds. I don't know.
Were they around in the early 80s?
No.
Weren't
Yeah, I
they?
didn't think so.
I don't think so.
Well,
no.
the youngest Judd, probably
She was
wasn't
close
born.
to our age.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not a country music fan, but that's my first... See, I guess I was more into music because I remember getting mine. I was like 6 years old or something, and it had the dual tape recorder, and I use that more than anything, recording stuff off...
Making mixtapes, right?
Recording stuff off the radio. I remember waiting forever for them to play Fight for Your Right to Party by the Beastie Boys. I remember that so much, and I was so angry that the beginning, because remember the DJs always have to talk over. I'm like, why are you talking over? Because I wanted like the cleanest copy I could off the radio, but of course this DJ had to, Clue 103.3, and that was a radio
That's
station
Guy
too.
Phillips, wasn't it?
And no, I don't know who it was. Jimmy Page, I think.
No,
was...
Jimmy Page was an artist.
No. I know, but it was also a DJ.
Really, I don't remember that.
Yeah, because I remember his voice being on something. I don't know. But anyway, my first record that I actually went to the store and bought it was a Remember the 45s?
Yeah.
Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what the other side
The
of
B-side?
the B-side.
Well,
was.
and that's what's so funny about this. Now we have Pandora and name your streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to listen to the entire album.
I know.
Cassettes and records, that's it, dude. It's Kenny Loggins. The whole thing's Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
You got A side and B side, probably 6 songs, 8 songs on each side. That's it, man.
What's neat about that though is that you will hear songs that you've never heard in your life.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And it makes you appreciate a whole album. Like
Sure.
when you just hear a single, I just want the single. I don't care about these other songs.
Right.
listening to the whole, because I mean, how many albums have you listened to where front to back the entire thing is good? It's not just the single radio hit,
Yeah.
Front to back.
And were the radio hit ones typically track 1, track 2?
Not
early on.
Not always, yeah.
Man, I don't remember much of that. Like with cassettes and stuff, I don't remember how all that worked.
I think there was a time when it was kind of like the rebellious thing to do to almost put your hit on the B-side for some bands. I remember like Rage Against the Machine, like their radio song, whatever was their hit, was like track 10. No, it was CD. But
well, and with some CDs there were hidden tracks. You let it play past the last track, and there were 1 or 2 more songs at the end.
I remember this band Less Than Jake. Well, they had a hidden track before the first track.
Oh, really?
So the first track would play, you'd hold down rewind, and it would go to minus 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then it'd play. It was one of those things. I think they gave a bunch of free merch to people who actually found that hidden track.
Huh.
And it's so weird because I never would have thought to hide something in the front. I think the first I remember
here comes
this was so I had the Nirvana Nevermind album, and I played it many times, but I got the Weird Al version, which was a take off Nevermind,
right?
The whole cover and everything. Well, I played it all the way through, and I was playing video games while this was playing, so I didn't know last song played, it was still going. I didn't know it was still going. I thought it was over. Then all of a sudden, at the end of his at the end of that album, there's like all this screaming, like "Ah!" like that. It scared the crap out of me. Later on, I found out that that Nevermind, that Nirvana album, had a hidden track on it too, but not all of them did. I think the first what do they call it, release of it didn't have it. It was like later in the they added that, but
it's
pretty interesting.
Pretty cool to see records come back into
well, and so we were talking about the actual records before the show. So my in-laws were going through their record collection, and my mother-in-law said that right after they got married, my father-in-law subscribed to some service. Like I assume it was like BMG or something like that. Columbia House, where they sent them the top whatever records every month.
7 records for a penny, and then you just have to buy 4 for the
and then you're stuck for the next 30 years. You got to do it.
$30 a
but so they had a bunch of old artists, big band artists, stuff like that. But Herb Albert, ones that we came home with that I think Jackson, Herb Albert, there were 2 of those. Herb Albert and the Tequila, what is it? Tequila something band? Tequila Brass Band. Oh crap, there were some other ones. But then my mom brought in...
He did a theme to Match Game, didn't he? Boom. No, maybe it wasn't.
Then my mom brought in her record collection, and that's a bunch of like 60s and 70s bands. I know Neil Diamond was in there. I think I said Blue Oyster Cult before the show. Carly Simon. It just really cool old, like KC rock kind of bands.
Oh, that's cool.
Which would be, going back to my point earlier, it'd be really cool because I only know like 1 or 2 songs by any of those artists.
To listen to an entire album, that
would be cool.
That'd be it will be interesting to see how often those get played and just listen.
Yeah,
because that's totally different than where we are now. Now it's, when you listen to music, it's like listening to the radio. You never know, you never know what's going to come up next. I mean, you can build a station based on a certain genre or whatnot, but I mean, that's totally different than throwing an album on the record player or a cassette in the tape deck and just letting it go, like you said, during playing video games, or it's different.
It's really neat to see that come back though, because I know, like, true, what are they called, stereo, no, what's
audiophiles?
Audiophiles,
They talk about the quality and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not that well refined or at least like I said before the show, I've never really listened to a really good setup. But to think back to whenever we were like records were going by the wayside, it was like,
CD's the best because it's digital.
Tapes first was like you could record on them yourself.
Right.
You could put what you wanted on that.
Right.
And then CDs were digital. So records were like thought of as just
trash.
Ancient history, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many people got rid of their vinyl.
I know.
Based on, CDs are here to stay.
Yep.
They're better because they're digital. I don't know. It is definitely interesting.
Yeah. It's something that I've considered getting into and taking it, seeing if I could get something set up.
Oh, we have another rock on. Somebody said rock on.
That was me.
Some Jackson just texted me and said Chicago. There's an album by Chicago in that collection as well.
Did you hear about the speaking of vinyl, did you hear that you can, when you die, you could have your ashes pressed into vinyl?
Really?
I did hear about that.
So
that's kind of morbid.
The hisses and pops will actually be you.
That's stupid.
It's a little odd.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's your voice.
Yeah, I just I don't know about that.
Yeah. Thanks for
bringing us down.
Hey,
Greg.
no problem. Hey, let's have a snack.
Let's have a snack. Do we want to talk about weather real quick? Do we need to do a weather update while you're getting the snack?
Well, he didn't give his prediction.
We got another.
This just in.
The prediction.
Hang on. Let me bring up the new weather guy.
It's not a prediction if you're.
Have you heard of this guy from Nova Scotia, 34-year-old man, Frankie McDonald? Have you heard of this guy?
No.
Oh, yeah, Frankie?
Frankie McDonald. He's got like 100,000 followers on YouTube, and he does weather updates. And he specifically...
This is Frankie McDonald, my old team station live in Nova Scotia. Major winter storm is headed towards Missouri on Saturday, January 19th, 2019. It's going to bring up to 6 to 12 inches of snow or more. It's going to bring some mixed with freezing rain and ice pellets. And some rain. It's going to bring a lot of snow in the state of Missouri, especially in St. Louis, Missouri, and Kansas City, Missouri.
So St. Louis and Missouri specifically gets a major shout out here during Frankie's update.
You know the playoff, the NFL playoff game,
yes,
which happens.
And I hope to God the Kansas City Chiefs win that game.
It's the
the Chiefs and the
LA,
Patriots.
Oh yeah,
you're talking about the Rams and the Saints.
I hope the Saints beat the stuff out of the.
But yeah, the Patriots and the it is horrible.
Is that in Kansas City?
we know which way we want the Super Bowl to go.
Right.
For us to have any interest in that at all.
Yes. Are these the final 4 teams?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm totally
divisional
fine with the Rams going.
No, you're not.
Screw them.
Kansas City now.
No, Kansas City's not playing the Rams.
It's Kansas City and the
No,
Patriots.
you want New Orleans to beat. No, you. Okay. Yes.
And I want Kansas City to beat the Patriots.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'd be okay with the Rams going against the Chiefs.
What's wrong with you?
Why would that be a bad
Those
thing?
assholes need to lose.
Aww.
Anyway, why don't you play our theme for the snack?
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too, pistachios.
I'm sorry. I have nothing against the Rams players. It's the ownership that I can't stand.
I agree.
So I've been trying to eat better. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm actually down about 5 pounds or so since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I can tell.
I don't know if you're really being serious, but
Fine.
it's
Good
not
for
much,
you.
but
Keep it up,
it's
buddy.
working. So I've
you're gonna
been
abstain?
trying to avoid this stuff.
Tell me how it is, guys.
Yeah,
Can I smell your breath?
yeah. But today I'm just gonna have one of these.
He didn't pass on the beer, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, because it's got nutrients in it.
Yeast.
So today we have Carrot Cake Oreos.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how hard these
If
stupid
these are
things
any
were to
good,
find.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
These stupid things. So I'm looking all over online where these are. Oh, they're at Target. They're at Walmart. Okay. Target site says these are available here. They're in stock. I go to that Target. I can't find them anywhere. Walmart. I've went to probably about 5 or 6 different places. And
So why were you searching so hard to get these?
Well,
He's dedicated to the show.
Our good buddy Pate has donated some money for us to get these, and he wanted us to try these. So
thank
you, Pate. These are Carrot Cake Oreos, or carrot cake flavored cookie with cream cheese frosting flavored cream.
I love carrot cake.
Me too. It's probably the
Ooh.
best cake.
Yeah, it's up there.
I
have
The
never.
best cake with vegetables.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, come on.
I have never had an Oreo this color.
Uh-oh.
That is like a graham cracker color.
Well, they
is,
said
too.
it's the carrot cake cookie.
Carrot cake cookie.
Oh, so it's just the cookie carrot cake flavored?
The cream cheese is cream cheese.
smells-
Oh my god, it does
It
smell
smells
good.
so good. Oh my gosh.
The cookie sucks. The icing is good. I don't care for the cookie flavor. But the icing is
I don't think
great.
the cookie's bad.
I love it.
I think they're pretty
Too much.
good.
Too much cinnamon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little spicy. It's more of a spice cake with
Yep. You hit it on
with
the nose. Yep.
cream cheese.
Huh.
Is that me?
No, it's me.
I think it's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and have a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Thanks,
can't-
Pate.
You're choosing not to? These are really good.
Thanks, Pate.
Yeah, thank you, Pate.
We need to have Pate on the show sometime. He's an interesting fellow.
Well, while we're on the topic of food,
Oh, they're going to say Pate.
the president invited, the Clemson, was this football?
Tigers,
Yeah.
yeah. The football
College
championship
football
team.
shit,
Yeah, and they were invited to the White House for a nice meal. Well, there's that little government shutdown thing going on right now, so no kitchen staff. So what do? What's the best thing to do?
You order takeout.
You go out, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, and you serve, Big Macs and Whoppers and Filet-O-Fish and all that. I think they got Domino's pizzas too.
Yeah.
You get all that, and you put it on a silver platter.
I'd throw down some Filet-O-Fish in the White House, man. Mm.
So they had like 300 and something different burgers from a variety of different restaurants. But I wonder what what a normal presidential dinner is like.
For a championship team visiting, I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
good question.
But
Probably not fast food.
I'm sure it's a little fancier than fast food.
Man,
But
think about though, to be able to say that you ate a Filet-O-Fish in the White House, that's a goal.
Now here's a lot of people have said this. You have all, you got to eat that stuff hot.
Sure.
It's all sitting out, There's no heat lamps or anything over it. They're just sitting out on a table.
Well, Filet-O-Fishes are typically 3,000 degrees whenever you get them.
3,000. Yeah,
So-
you bite into it.
Yeah.
But McDonald's, they had 48 Big Macs, 42 Filet-O-Fish, 54 Quarter Pounders, 48 6-piece nuggets, and 32 side salads. From Wendy's, they got 52 Chicken Go Wraps, 32 salads, and 30 Junior Cheeseburger Deluxe. And from Burger King, they got 30 Whoppers. It says the grand total is $861.72.
that's the funniest part because that just seems so cheap.
It does,
That's a
too.
bargain.
I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, I don't know how many players there are, but you got to imagine that's a huge.
Oh, it's probably a, 30-player team? 40-player
at least.
There's pictures of this one guy. He's two-fisting the
And he's the
Big
only
Macs.
guy that's going to say that I two-fisted Big Macs in the White
Right.
House.
This player, he was a red shirt freshman named.
You can tell we're into college football.
I had it here.
Matt Brockhorst.
Yeah. I mean, there was a bunch of these pictures of him where he's just eyeing these. He's got two
Stacking two Big Macs.
Big Macs on his plate, and he's just eyeing more. I mean, he looks like he wants to stack more on his plate.
I thought somewhere he said he put a couple something in his pocket
yeah, he
or
put some in his pockets.
on his way home. I mean,
Whatever. I think it's funny.
it's funny. It's you know, they did what they could. Maybe they could have done a little bit better than fast food. It's kind of funny. It's definitely, I mean, Trump is a lot of times eating fast food.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of his diet. So
and did you watch that video that he had where somebody was like asking him questions about what his favorite burger is, and he's like, "I love them all, love them all.
Oh yeah,
they're all good.
They're
American
beautiful.
food."
Beautiful.
Yeah, but
Huge.
he seemed.
He likes KFC. When he was during his presidential campaign, you'd see him on the jet always eating KFC. He'd that a lot.
He seemed sincere, but at the same time kind of tongue in cheek. And I wasn't sure. I didn't really understand the whole reason why they were doing that until the end of the video with the shutdown thing. I had no idea that was even part of it until I watched that video. But just it's worth watching that video just to see his, like, the people are asking him questions and he's just like taking it so serious. Like, I imagine there's going to be nothing left. They're going to eat everything. These are some big guys, big football players.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you hear Burger King trolled him on Twitter?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So apparently.
But he bought food from them.
Apparently, his original tweet, he mistyped hamburger and had hamburger.
Oh.
And so Burger King sent out a tweet that said something like, "Sorry, folks, we're all out of hamburgers today, but we have plenty of hamburgers in stock." Something stupid like that.
That's funny. Well, you guys, we had a suggestion last week, a few suggestions, and one of them was a top five, asking for a top five.
Dipping sauces.
And I'm wondering if we should make this a regular segment, like come up with a topic each week and then have our top five favorite whatever, you know.
Top 5 favorite presidents.
Well,
Sure.
yes.
As an example,
Have to be what's the Van Buren, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway,
I think it's a great idea. So Mike had suggested top 5 favorite dipping sauces. Did you guys do your homework and come up with that?
so I was gonna say, would you say dipping sauces, or because there's a lot that okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I took it kind of, well, you could say dipping sauces. He said specifically French fry.
Yeah, I'd say
dipping
because
sauces.
French fry, I'm more of a traditionalist with the ketchup. I don't stray too far away from that.
And I took
Use anything as a dip.
Sure. I took it, or I made a list of my top 5 favorite condiments.
Okay.
Do you guys have 5 favorite condiments?
Well, I was
list?
thinking more along the lines that you would get from a fast food joint. I'm more in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we all have our own individual ideas.
Now, I mean,
That's what makes us unique,
Yeah,
Josh.
that's right.
that's what makes us unique. So let me see here. I would say, I'm trying to think of, I need to write them down to get my damn order.
Well,
what do you have?
So I came up with a list based on like condiments that I would put on food that I eat regularly.
Oh, okay.
And at the top of the list, number 5, I guess that's not really the top, the bottom of the list, number 5, I'm going from least favorite to most favorite.
But see, if they're in your top 5, they're your favorites.
Yeah.
All 5 of these are go-tos.
But after Greg made his point, I realized there's one on this list that I like that I only get at restaurants.
Okay.
So these are things that I guess I have at home most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, everybody has that door of the refrigerator that's like nothing but condiments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So barbecue sauce I like on things that
Such
are
a wide.
Yeah,
yeah.
you have a certain,
wide-
and it's rare. I mean, I rarely ever put barbecue sauce on anything that I grill unless it's
Because you grill the right way.
pork steaks, you know, things
Yeah.
like that. Occasionally, sometimes we put it into some kind of like something we'll stick in the pot roast. We'll put barbecue sauce in there.
What are you sticking in a pot roast?
Not a pot roast, but like a slow cooker.
Oh, okay.
So that's my number 5. Number 4 was ketchup. I'm not a huge ketchup fan.
Me either.
But I do like it on my burgers, but not much of anything else. I'll put a little bit on burgers. Number 3 is mustard for me, and I put that on brats. I like that. I used to
put onions on your brats.
Sauerkraut. I like on my brats.
Yeah.
Brats.
That's a condiment, though, right?
Nah, I guess it could be. I was thinking liquid condiments.
Oh shit! So sorry. So we're limiting it even more.
I know. Number 2 is mayonnaise. I really like mayonnaise on my burgers.
Sure.
With pickles.
Yeah.
I think that tastes great. And I also like dipping my fries in mayonnaise.
Sure.
More so than ketchup.
Oh
yeah.
You like that on Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
What was that from? Where is that country?
For
that does
France,
that?
wasn't
Holland.
it?
Holland.
Oh.
Holland. Yeah. They dip their fries in. Yeah.
And then number 1 is ranch.
Ranch.
I wouldn't say that
Ranch is very versatile.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You can put it on pretty much everything. You can put it on salad, of course, but you can also dip your chicken nuggets in it. Your
I do.
Chicken strips. I know, it's good.
Now, there's that big ranch restaurant, Twisted Ranch.
Twisted Ranch.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go there for so long, still haven't been there yet.
I've heard it's
Yeah,
meh.
We need to take a trip out there sometime. I think.
And then as a
Honorable mention.
Well, a caveat to Mike's question where he was specific with French fries, I almost never put a condiment on French fries.
Really?
I almost never dip them in anything because a lot of times if you go out, they have a seasoning on them, which I like in most cases. And
Salt.
Well, when you say go out,
No.
you're not you don't mean fast food. You mean a sit down order
like
restaurant.
Hot Shots or whatever they would have where I would get like a good burger and fries, seasoned fries. So I don't
Krieger's
typically
used to have really good seasoned fries.
Yeah. I don't typically dip them in ketchup.
What was the seasoning at Krieger's fries? Was it like
it was like
white
cinnamon.
cheddar?
I didn't like the. I'd always say unseasoned. Yeah, they had
really?
they had like some sweet.
It was sweet, but I thought it was.
Oh, I thought
didn't
it was
think it was
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Oh, I thought those were awful.
You're wrong.
Well, okay. Do you have favorite sauces?
I would say anything horseradish. So, like the Arby's horseradish sauce, the Lion's Choice horseradish sauce. Those are probably 5 and 4. Sweet Thai chili from McDonald's when they had that. That was probably 3
That's
or
unique.
2. Number 3, Andrea's steak sauce from Andrea's Steakhouse over in Belleville, Illinois. We use that to marinate a bunch of when we cook steaks, a good steak. We marinate in that and then use it as a steak sauce. Whew, you won't find much better. Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like ranch.
Your number 1 as well?
Yeah, probably.
So. Mine is more from restaurants.
Okay.
Number 5, White Castle's honey mustard.
That is good.
I can't
It's
say I've
like
never had their honey mustard.
That was what I thought of.
It is so good.
Immediately whenever you said something about or whatever you said earlier, and I was like, oh, honey mustard, specifically White Castle, is great.
Yeah, that stuff's awesome. Number 4, Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, I left that one off my list.
That stuff
that's
is
good.
great.
That is good.
It's
I don't know if I've tried that.
I don't know how to describe it.
It's like a horseradish / ranch / honey mustard.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of
it's
everything,
good.
but it's good.
I'll have to try that. I'm
Number
gonna go to Chick-fil-A tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, I love Chick-fil-A. Their fries.
the waffles. Number 3, Arby's sauce.
The
good one.
The horseradish or the other?
See, I like regular Arby's sauce. I don't do Molly always mixes her Arby's sauce and horsey sauce together.
Sauce,
And that's what she dips her fries in. I know. Number 2. Now I like both of these, so I'm gonna. And it's a local company, Cyberg's. They make some of the best wing sauce and the best ranch.
I don't know that I've ever had their ranch.
Oh, it's
They
like
make their
those,
own ranch?
Yeah, those two together. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, and that's because you dip those wings.
yes.
I don't know
ranch.
that I've ever had their ranch.
Oh,
Do they sell it in the store?
No, they sell the sauce.
I know
but
they
don't
sell
have
their
the-
hot wing
yeah,
sauce. Yeah.
But yeah, go there, dip your pizza in it or whatever.
I
your
love
wings.
dipping pizza in ranch.
Man,
Yeah, that is good.
number 1, I love fire sauce from Taco Bell. That is the
Yeah.
best sauce on earth.
Really?
I love that stuff. I am so
What do you put it on besides tacos?
They sell that stuff at the grocery store with like in a big bottle. So
Yeah.
I have that always in the like. I'll put it on like anything, you know.
Meatloaf,
Chili,
cake.
cake, you know.
It's kind of watery, right? It's not like thick.
Yeah, it's a loose.
It's a thicker. It's like a thick
Is it?
sauce. Yeah.
It's not like a knife spreadable sauce.
Or not like a
No, it's got little chunks of like.
not like a salsa, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not like that. But it's more. It's kind of like a sriracha with little chunks in it. Kind of that
Okay.
consistency.
Maybe I've never tried it. I think I've been scared of
You
that.
you guys have you ate the hell out of those fire
yeah,
sauce
that's true.
Taco Bell
Yeah,
chips.
you're right.
I was worried that it was too hot.
That's what I thought too. I always get like mild or medium.
Yeah,
or
me
whatever.
too.
Fire sauce.
There's a lot to learn from this show.
Mike,
the way to
Mike
go.
wants us to mail him some White Castle honey mustard.
White
do
Castle
it.
honey mustard, man. I don't know
It
what
is
it is,
good.
and it's the brightest yellow you've ever seen in your life. You know,
This has been a very good topic.
yeah.
I really want to go to Chick-fil-A,
Oh yeah,
Arby's.
I love Chick-fil-A.
White Castle.
Lion's Choice, man. I had Arby's for
Choice.
lunch.
Au
the other day.
jus.
It worked in
Yeah.
a
Can
Can you
pinch.
count that?
You could.
It replaced my Lion's Choice craving in a pinch, but there is nothing quite like Lion's Choice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that local company.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
Wonderful, man.
Good topic.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
Mayonnaise.
We need to get some more milk.
I guess we need to send him some honey mustard for
Yeah.
the topic suggestion.
Mayonnaise is an affront to God.
If you melt cheese on top of your French fries, is it a condiment? So, there's some places that you can go to get cheese.
God, now I'm
as
hungry
your
for
dipping
White Castle.
sauce.
Or chili on top of fries.
Oh,
You know, does
yeah.
that include? You know,
Oh man,
White Castle sounds
top
good.
5. I regret putting ketchup in my list because I never eat it, and I was thinking, now this whole
Poser.
bigger world has opened up to me.
sorry, I opened a
Yeah.
different world.
Fire sauce.
So, hey, getting into movies. Hey,
Movies.
movies.
Movie.
We haven't done any theme music. You said you were gonna do some
I
top
know.
5 themes.
We need the. It's time to go to the concession stand.
Yeah, but not every week is going to be food.
No, but we're talking movies.
I see.
Let's
what you're
all
saying.
go to the lobby. Let's all
Get
go.
ourselves a treat.
I like that.
Spider-Man: Far From Home trailer. It came out. Did you guys all watch it?
Yes.
And I did not.
You didn't?
I
I'm
watched
surprised you did.
Oh, come on.
Oh, whatever. How many times has he sat here
Don't
and
scream into my-
chastised us
Yeah.
for watching trailers? I'm not watching that.
But he's past that though.
No, I don't
bull.
watch trailers when it gets like 2 weeks before the movie.
Whatever.
I saw it without volume.
Oh,
That'll give you an
Oh, look, he's in a
indication of where I was at the time.
oh, couldn't turn up the volume. Anyway, to me, it looks very, very good, but the last one was really good too. And there's
What's the premise? Is he like away at school or something?
he's on a field trip. Well, what do you call like they're in a European vacation basically?
Yeah.
With a school, and then all of a sudden, like he goes, "I'm not gonna bring my suit with me or whatever," and well, you kind of see that.
Have you read all the theories?
I haven't read the theories, but it's got Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, and that's like a big Spider-Man villain. I remember when I was a kid-
villain?
Yes.
Interesting.
I remember on the Commodore 64 having a little text adventure. I mean, it'd show like a picture, go, Mysterio is here, and you need to like type in Sling Web or whatever. But he was one of my favorite characters because of that stupid game. So he's like a failed magician basically, and So what you see may be all fake. Like,
what do you mean?
so like on the trailer it shows him like fighting a bad guy. That may not be all that is cracked out, you know.
Oh, it could be.
It's making him look like a good guy in the trailer. So
Interesting.
Huh.
So I don't know, but I don't. It looks really good. It's going to take place after the Avengers Endgame. You still haven't seen Infinity War, have you?
I'll watch it here.
Get to
someday.
it, damn it. Other news: Jason Reitman, which if he's going to be making the next Ghostbusters movie in the same universe as the original two. So. Remember that one that came out a couple of years ago with
Awful.
The girls.
lady? Yeah. It
I've never seen that.
it
It's
was
an hour too long.
It was just not. It wasn't great, okay, and that's not being sexist or anything weird like that. I hate how because you hate a movie with women in it, all of a sudden you're sexist. It just isn't a great movie to us. There you go.
The last 45 minutes was wasted.
It's a lot of there are some good parts in it, but then for the most part it's not that great. Anyway, the new one is gonna be done by Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman directed the first two.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. So that's his son?
Yeah, that's his son. So if you don't know, the second Ghostbusters 2, I don't know if you remember it very much, but there's a part where you could that Ray and Winston are going around doing birthday parties because
Oh yeah.
and they go to
business was slow or something.
Yeah, they go to this kid's birthday party or whatever. Well, one of the kids goes, "My mom and dad say you're just crap," or something like that. That was Jason Reitman.
Oh, really?
He actually put him in the movie, which is kind of funny. But it'll be really cool if they're able to, keep that same. I mean, I didn't like the second as much as the first. The first I love, and I will always love. But if they're able to make that, like, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like, if they're gonna get some of the old guys back and
It'd be cool to
put
see
them
the
in
old
there,
guys
kind
back in
of
it.
passing the torch off. And that's what I thought that last
Yeah,
one
me
was going to
too.
be, more of a passing the torch. But we'll see how it is. They already put like a little trailer, which basically you see the Ecto-1 in a shed, and you hear the proton packs going around. You hear that sound, and you hear the score from Ghostbusters, the weird eerie score, not the theme song, but yeah. But it looks like it's in the right hands, or I hope.
2020, right?
2020. Neither one of you have seen The Sopranos, have you? Watched
No.
them?
I mean, I'm familiar with it and watched it a little bit back whenever
So
it was on.
they're coming out with a Sopranos prequel, like a movie, not a
Oh, interesting.
from the same David Chase, the guy who did the show. And the latest cast member you may be interested in, John Bernthal.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
He's going to be in it. So I think it takes place around the 60s, around
Really?
Kennedy assassination, because it's going to be a prequel to
So when was The Sopranos
it was
set?
Well, it was
Modern day?
Yeah, modern day.
Oh.
And that was back in late 90s when it
90s, yeah.
started. So
So this is like 30 years earlier?
yeah, something like that. When Tony was a little kid, and his father was in charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I'm interested in that. I thought The Sopranos, it's still a great show. I've
died,
watched
right?
it a couple
Yeah.
times. He had James Gandolfini. Yeah. So
Heart attack, wasn't it?
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
kind of young.
Yeah, you're real young.
So, you know what we need, though? We need some topics for next show. If you have anything you want us to do for top 5, I mean, we can come up with a top 5 on our own, I'm sure. But if you guys have any ideas for a top 5, that would be great. Let us know.
Video games.
Video games.
Not bad. Not a bad idea.
That's not bad.
Give it some thought.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be hard to squeeze in 5.
Squeeze it hard.
Yeah, I'd have to. So that should be our show. Donate. Go to our website, stuckinbetapodcast.com. Click that donate button. Tell us, hey, I want you to try this snack, this beer, this whatever. We'll try and track it down, and we would appreciate a little money to help get it.
Support the show.
Support the show. Also, there you can find all our God, I can't talk. All our information for our social media venues, outlets. I don't know. Subscribe on iTunes and all the rest. All right, we will see you next time.